Welcome in to the Iron House Pick Show, College Edition, Week 6. Last week, didn't go too smoothly, again. Kept catching hooks, again. Hey, but look, we back for another week. Trying to get some bread, man. That's what it's all about, beating the books, baby. So please, like, comment, and subscribe. Friendly banter, all right? Y'all can talk crazy to each other, but let's not get too disrespectful. With that being said, we're going to get right into the meat and potatoes. First game on the card, West Virginia at BYU. BYU going off as an 18.5 point favorite. Total on this one is 47.5. BYU, they played Colorado last week. Wasn't all that impressive, if you ask me. I thought they should have beat Colorado handedly. They did not. Colorado, you know, I'm a huge Coach Prime fan, and I really want them to do well, but they're just not there yet. And I think BYU could have took advantage of that spot, and they did not. 18.5 is a lot of points, but they are playing West Virginia. West Virginia is not a good team. West Virginia does have to travel to BYU. I'm probably going to stay away from this game, quite honestly. Seeing how things, shaped up last week, man. Chrome to the dome, dog. I'll probably take West Virginia plus 18.5 here. But like I said, I'm probably going to stay away from this game. So we're not even going to waste no more time on that. Next game on the card. Kentucky at number 12, Georgia. Georgia going off as 20.5 point favorite. Total on this one is 48.5. Georgia was in a conundrum of sorts last week at home versus Alabama. They've been waiting for this game a long time. They haven't played Alabama between the hedges in quite some time. They finally got what they wanted, and they were a disappointment. Georgia did not cover the spread. They didn't win. It was mostly Bama for that game. Now, in the second half of that game, there were some positives for Georgia. Alabama only scored 3 points in the second half. Georgia came, rumbling back, but too little, too late. Kentucky is whack. But again, this is an SEC matchup. 20.5 points might be a little too much. It could be a belt-to-ass situation for Georgia. Beat Kentucky by 21, but I gotta take the plus 20.5 on Kentucky side here, man. 20.5 is a lot of points. Georgia really, steamrolling some cupcakes, except for Tennessee. And I felt like Tennessee should have won that game. They didn't. But I'm going to take Kentucky plus 20.5 here. Like I said, Georgia's a really good team, and they'll do well. They'll win this game convincingly. But 21 is a lot right now, especially the spot Georgia's in. They were kind of disappointed last week. So we're not going to waste no more time on that one. Next game on the card. Number 14, Iowa State. Going to Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a 1.5 point favorite. Total on this one is 54.5. Iowa State, man, I was wrong about Iowa State. Okay, now I started off the season like an Iowa State when they went across the water and did what they had to do to Kansas State. They came back and looked a little sketchy here, and then they played Iowa. But Iowa, plays everybody close. And then they kind of had a sweating competition with a FCS school, and that was kind of like, yeah. Then last week, Iowa State went off. They went off, man. Did their thing, belt the ass. Look, I gotta take Iowa State money line here, man. Money line here. I like Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati's doing good things, but I don't. Rocco Beck is balling. Rocco Beck is a beast. He really does what he wants when he's slinging that rock around the field. I got to take Iowa State here. Plus 1.5 and money line. Next game on the card, Wisconsin going to number 20, Michigan. Michigan is a 17.5 point favorite. Total on this one is 43.5. I like Michigan here. Wisconsin to me is just They're trash. They're not the Wisconsin of old, who would, defend and ground and pound you into the turf. Those days are long gone. Michigan has been kind of doing their thing. They did take that loss to Oklahoma. And, I mean, they had played some cupcakes here. But they did have a convincing win at Nebraska. 17.5 is a bit much, though. I would like to see this get bet down. If it gets bet down, I'll probably get on the Michigan side, man. But that hook bothers me. Like I said, I've been catching hooks all season, man. All season. I'm just not really, trying to catch no more hooks, man. Conference matchup. I'll probably stay away from this game. But if it does get bet down under that 17, I would definitely be on the Michigan side of that. Next game on the card. Number 22, Illinois at the unranked Purdue. Illinois going off as a 9.5-point favorite. Total in this game is 56.5. I like Illinois to win and to cover in this one, but make no mistake about it. Purdue is not, like I said this on previous videos, Purdue is not a good team. But they kind of, I don't know, they kind of hang around sometimes, they can put up some points. I don't expect them to win anything. I thought they could cover the spread against Notre Dame. They nearly did. They're not altogether a slouch. Illinois had a horrible loss against Indiana. And then they bounced back. And I look for Illinois to continue to do the same thing here, man. 9.5, I like that total, or that spread rather, and I think Illinois does beat them by double digits. So give me Illinois minus 9.5. Next game on the card. My team, Penn State, going to the winless UCLA Bruins. Penn State is 25.5-point favorite. Total on this is 49.5. Look, we can't get past that narrative, man. James Franklin cannot get past the narrative of not being able to win the big game. Luckily for us, this is not one of those spots, okay? Penn State is a shoo-in for the playoff. They're definitely going to make it. But it's just it's disappointing, man. Year after year, not being able to beat anybody in the top 10, man. Year after year after year, it just continues. Drew Aller throwing picks in big spots, man. Like Penn State could have won that game. They really could have. But 25.5 points, man. I think UCLA is a trash fire. I think Penn State's probably gonna win this ball game by 30 some odd points, man. They might score the 49.5, the total by themselves. So give me Penn State 3 ways, man. All 3 ways. Not gonna waste any more time on that. Next game on the card. Number 9, Texas going to Florida. Texas is a 6.5-point favorite. Total on this game is 41.5. I like Texas here. Florida's defense is phenomenal. They're phenomenal, okay? I know I said I was done with Texas. I did say that. But they went out and get Sam Houston and balled. Okay, so now I feel like I owe Arch Manning a bit of an apology. I'm going to give you a 1-week apology, bro. But please don't disappoint here. Because I'm riding with y'all this week, okay? Florida's defense is really good, but their offense is a tragedy, okay? Absolute tragedy. Lagway is not coming along how everybody thought he would come along. It's real disappointment. They can't put up points. It's just the fact of the matter. They cannot put up points. Texas defense, they roll as well. All right, now Texas obviously has a better offense here, so obviously we're gonna go with the 6.5 in favor of Texas. The total, probably gonna stay away from that total. I'm not gonna touch that at all, but yeah, Texas minus 6.5, man. To me, that's a no-brainer. Next game on the card. Number 16, Vanderbilt. Going to number 10, Alabama. Tuscaloosa, baby. Tuscaloosa. Alabama's a 10.5-point favorite. Total on this one is 56.5. I like Vandy to cover the spread. Not saying they're going to win. I'm not saying Vanderbilt is going to win. But I do like Vanderbilt to cover this 10.5. Alabama has had their fair share of ups and downs this season. Ever since they took that loss from Florida State, though, they have been kind of rolling. But Vanderbilt sitting at 5-0. Man, I like Vandy. They put a shellacking, absolute shellacking on South Carolina, and really they just been kind of steamrolling everybody they played against, man. I'm taking Vandy here because I want to see them do good things. Now remember, last season they did beat Alabama. Okay, they definitely beat Alabama, and I think it could be done here again. But hey, I'm not going to take a money line to be on the safe side, but I will take them plus 10.5. Next game on the card. Number 24, Virginia. Man. At Louisville. Louisville's a 6.5-point favorite. Total on this one is 62.5. I'm probably going to take the total in this. I think they're really going to be putting up some points in this game. As far as the spread's concerned, man, I'll probably bet on Virginia side plus 6.5. Virginia, with a shocking upset of Florida State. I thought Florida State was going places, man. I really did. Virginia, y'all held it down. Y'all look good out there. Hey, shout out to y'all. For real, y'all did y'all thing. It was a really good game, though. Really good game, man. Really came down to the end. Virginia prevailed. Virginia ended up prevailing, man. And yeah, it was a sight to see. It was a sight to see. Hopefully, Virginia keeps that ball rolling. I'm going to take Virginia plus 6.5. Probably do some, parlay work with the total and Virginia plus 6.5. Next game on the card. Got to go down some more. Keep on scrolling. Kent State. Big bad Kent State. At number 5, Oklahoma. The spread of this game is 45.5. Total is 53.5. The spread, I'm not going to touch. I'm not going to touch the spread. What I will do, though, is fool around with that total. 45.5 is just entirely too much for me. 53.5 on the total, though. Oklahoma's going to get into the 50s by themselves. If Kent State can contribute in any kind of way to Oklahoma's success to this game, that total's getting cracked easily. Give me the total over 53.5. Next game on the card. Number 11, Texas Tech going to Houston, the University of Houston. Okay, not Rice, not the other school, but going to the University of Houston. Texas Tech is a 10.5-point favorite. Total on this one is 51.5. Look, we're not going to complicate this. All right, Texas Tech, I believe they had a bye week last week, but they've been steamrolling every single team they play. And I think that trend continues right here. I like Houston. They're 4-0. Houston is not a slouch. But Texas Tech is a different kind of monster. They just are. Yeah, man, give me Tech. Give me Tech to roll in this one, man. Minus 10.5. Ain't gonna waste no more time on that. Next game on the card. Number 1, Ohio State welcomes Minnesota. Spread on this game is 23.5. Total 45.5. Minnesota's defense is usually pretty stout. 23.5 is a lot of points in a conference matchup, but Ohio State is just different, man. They just different, dude. I tell you what, they are. I can't stand Ohio State. I can't. But they are number 1 in the nation for a reason, bro. Them boys different. Them boys different, man. You put them in tough situations, they're gonna find a way to win. If you're a cupcake, they're gonna show you you're a cupcake. Trouble around every turn. trouble around every single turn. I'm 23 and a half though is a lot. I'll probably go and take a team total or something on Ohio State, man. Total 45 and a half. You know, it's not a cold. You know, it ain't cold yet. The tough cold game. You know, in the season. You know, weather's gonna be fairly nice, but yeah, man. Give me Ohio State on the team total, man. I might mess around and take them on the spread, man. It is 23 and a half. Ohio State should win this game pretty convincingly because, to be honest, Minnesota's offense is kind of trash. So, yeah, I'm going to run with Ohio State minus 23 and a half and do something else with a team total. You know what I mean? Next game on the card. Miami traveling not that far to number 18, Florida State. Seminoles coming off a terrible loss. And I think they lose here again. I'm going to take Miami minus 4.5. Miami's a different monster this season. They look really good. Total on this game is 53.5. It probably hits that too, but it could also be a struggle. But that 4.5 is just screaming out to me, man. Miami's they're doing something different. Florida State, disappointing loss. I was riding with y'all boys, man. I really was. Shout out to Virginia. They did their thing, but Florida State, come on, man. I was really rocking with y'all dudes, man. And y'all really put a hole in my heart, though. Y'all really put a hole in my heart. Yeah, I got to roll Miami here, man. Minus 4.5. They just doing different things. Miami just looks to be all of it. On offense, defense, special teams, whatever. Miami is really all of it, man. They're number 3 in the nation for a reason. And I got to be honest, I'm surprised the spread's not a little higher. Okay, so in my opinion, this minus 4.5 is still in-state game. Expect some Miami fans to also be in the building. It's not gonna be no kind of it's not gonna be no kind of cakewalk for Miami, but they should pull away in pretty convincing fashion. So give me Miami minus 4.5. Last game on the card. Mississippi State at number 6, Texas A&M. Man, A&M going off as a 14.5 point favorite. Total on this one is 55.5. I do like the total because both of these teams can score. Mississippi State gave Tennessee a little scare there. I thought it was all window dressing last week. I ain't gonna lie. Mississippi State is actually pretty decent. So 14.5. I'm running with Mississippi State here. If they get bet down, I'll probably get on the A&M side. A&M is a good team, but Mississippi State is not the slouch that I thought they were. Okay, they put up a lot of points, and they had a chance to steal that game. They really did. So I'm going from with Mississippi State plus 14.5 in this one, man. And I'll probably sprinkle a little bit of that total too, because both these teams can put it up. They really can put it up. Yeah. Short show today. Not a lot on the card. Got some teams idle, as you know, ABC and ESPN would put it. I guess they don't call it buys in college. They say idle, but it is what it is. That's top 25 though. I could go on and do some more, but I mean, do you really want to hear about Colorado and TCU or Kansas and UCF? Probably not. Yeah, man. That's the show. That's the show. We ain't going to waste no more time. Please get in them comments, man. Friendly banter only, though. As I said in the beginning of the show, and as I say every week, friendly banter only. Be respectful to each other. And, of course, be respectful to the host. Man, please do. Please do. This is the Iron House Pick Show. I'm Jay Irons, and I'm out.